Douglas Cooling and Heating, serving the Birmingham area for 38 years. 988-3706. That's Douglas.
I'm James Spann. This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Tuesday, the 4th of January, 2011. Really, the attention, of course, is focused out there in the medium range with the potential for what might be an epic cold wave for parts of the country in about 10 to 15 days. But we've got some issues in the short range as well. So a lot to talk about. Let's get right to it and start with the Skycam network. I thought we'd start this morning with a beautiful shot of the sun coming up over Clanton, Alabama, down in Chilton County. Just gorgeous. And there's a look at that same scene this afternoon. The sky sunny. Temperatures right where they should be for the 4th of January. Low in mid-50s today. And from Fayette up in northwest Alabama, same sky there. The sky is bright and sunny. Here's a water vapor satellite shot this afternoon. We've got the southern stream, fast zonal flow. And a little impulse in that could squeeze out some light rain tomorrow. And to the north, the northern branch that's going to be delivering some colder air by Friday and the weekend. And we wonder if that combination just might set the stage for some winter weather mischief later this month. We'll see. Temperatures are in the 50s. The exception, Montgomery, they've warmed up to 62. Birmingham at 53, and that is exactly the average high for this date. Anniston 55, Tuscaloosa 53. But around the continent, up at the top of the frame up there, that's 52 below zero Fahrenheit. Ouch. And that air is poised to come south. It's coming over the pole. That is Siberian air. And much of the country, I'm afraid, is going to feel that in about 10 days. And who gets the worst of it? We don't know yet. Nobody does. But we'll do some speculating here in a moment. There's our watch warning map. Amazingly quiet over much of the nation. Just a few scattered issues around the Great Lakes, and that's about it. Overall rain for the next 5 days. Numbers have come up a little bit. This is valid through Sunday morning at 6 o'clock. And all of a sudden now we've got potential for 1/2 inch of rain over parts of Alabama and 1 inch on the Gulf Coast down there at Mobile and Gulf Shores. And it looks like, again, we're going to get some tomorrow. I still don't think it rains that much tomorrow, just a little bit. And then we'll see more rain late this weekend and early next week. Let's dive in and take a look. This is the 12ZGFS, valid at 12 noon tomorrow. You can see the shortwave energy just west of here. And that could squeeze out a little light rain. No doubt this run is more aggressive than recent runs, suggesting maybe a 1/4 inch of rain as far north as the Tennessee state line. Now, dew points are awfully low today, and we've got a lot of moisture to get back up in here to get that much rain, but we'll see. We'll mention a cloudy sky tomorrow, some light rain at times, the most widespread and more significant rain probably over the southern half of the state. Thursday, that feature is on by, moving out into the Atlantic. Turn a bit colder. The 540 line dipping down into North Alabama. Model guidance a little colder. Upper 40s will be the case on Thursday. Should be mostly sunny. And Friday, you can see that trough carving out over the east. Shortwave out there over the Pacific approaching Baja California. But really, this look has the coldest air a little north and east of here. Still the chance of snow flurries Friday shows up just northeast of here over eastern Tennessee, maybe Nashville, Knoxville. The Great Smokies getting some snow. Not much, but a little bit. And just maybe a few flurries down into Jackson and DeKalb counties of northeast Alabama on Friday. We will not mention it in our forecast. And pretty chilly day. High. The GFS showing a high of 45. All right, what about the weekend? There's Saturday. Looks dry and not as cold as recent runs. This would suggest a high close to 50 on Saturday with a pretty decent amount of sunshine. And then Sunday, you can see that vortex south of Memphis that's approaching, and that would tend to squeeze out a little light rain. And the good news, the models are now in better agreement. This is in line with the Europeans, so this is suggesting we'll have a chance of light rain at times on Sunday. A surface low is over Texas, not too far from Dallas. Any snow potential here would be well to the north over probably Kentucky and Missouri. Now, having said that, early Sunday morning, if this breaks out, say, at 1, 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, because the air initially is very dry, that could mean a period of sleet, but that rarely ever causes any issues. So some light rain on Sunday. There's a look at Monday. And here comes the next short wave. You can see the GFS really wants to bring in two waves. The first one Sunday and the second one affecting the state early next week. And there's a look at Monday. And we've still got a cloudy, kind of showery pattern. That's some of that cold air dropping south into the Texas Panhandle, brutally cold. But again, that would suggest just a chance of some light rain Monday. And there's Tuesday. That feature is on to the east. Maybe in the colder air, some snow flurries for extreme North Alabama Tuesday. This is a week from today. And, of course, the attention is focused on that 1,060 millibar high coming down out of Alberta and Saskatchewan and Manitoba. And that's the one everybody's watching, and that's going to make it brutally cold across parts of the nation. And how far south that thing goes, we'll see. It's like a big bag of sand. You know, you dump it out, it spreads out. It's going to move because the air is heavy. And on the edge, it's going to be really a shallow layer. And that's what always concerns us, and that sometimes that can set the stage for warm air to go over that and produce an ice storm down here. There's a look at Wednesday of next week. The high noses deeper south into Texas. A lot of talk about the McFarland signature, which is what they look for deep lower Rio Grande Valley freezes in Texas. But that would suggest just very cold middle of next week. On the 13th, there's a vortex coming through the base of the trough around Monroe, Louisiana, but it looks like the moisture with that would be pretty far to the south. And this is interesting now. Now, this is, again, the 13th of January. This is toward the end of next week, and this is suggesting it's going to snow in Houston, snow in Lake Charles, snow in New Orleans, and snow in Mobile. But not up here, because the thing has shunted so far to the south because of that cold high pushing it south. Wouldn't that be something if Houston and New Orleans and Mobile had a snow cover on the 13th? Now, we'll check the European. Oddly enough, the European now is warmer than the GFS. Yesterday, just the opposite. And it doesn't show that system. It would actually that has it, but it's way far in the southwestern Gulf down there. So, again, there's no way to forecast specifics. Everybody's going to have an idea and guesses, but we don't know what's going to happen. We're just showing you potential and modeling here. And on the 14th, it's just cold. Really, really cold. We'll check the end of the forecast on the 20th. And again, we've still got pretty cold air in place, a little vortex, a shortwave coming through here, but the air is dry. So cold is going to be the word. How cold? Record cold? We just don't know that yet. We'll have a much better grasp by the end of this week in about 4 or 5 days. And there's the AO, the Arctic Oscillation, that kind of opens the door for this, and it's strongly negative out there at mid-month, which obviously is going to be the case. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. And if you're local to us, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 in Birmingham at 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.